And I'm watching this thing, and, it's like the administration is like a show in a dumpster fire.
It's no secret that George Conway, husband of counselor to the president Kellyanne Conway, is no fan of President Trump.
And if Kellyanne Conway would say, don't believe John King because he works in the mainstream media, maybe she'd believe her own husband, who put this out on Twitter.
Conway's criticisms have ranged from subtle Twitter digs to full op-eds challenging the constitutionality of President Trump's choices. But his problems with the president stepped up a notch March 18th, when Conway questioned the president's mental health in a series of tweets. Trump fired back.
Here was his tweet this morning. George Conway, often referred to as Mr. Kellyanne Conway by those who know him, is very jealous of his wife's success and angry that I, with her help, didn't give him the job he so desperately wanted. I barely know him, but just take a look, a stone-cold loser and husband from hell.
He's a whack job, there's no question about it, but I really don't know him. I think he's doing a tremendous disservice to a wonderful wife. Kellyanne is a wonderful woman. And I call him Mr. Kellyanne.
This was the first time the president actually hit back, right? I mean, the president hasn't said anything.
He's protective of me, and that's what people really should take from this, is that I'm not being asked to choose between my marriage and my job. Donald Trump the president has never made me feel that way, Maria. I know George is quoted recently as saying, I wish he didn't work there.
So does he want you to step down, George? Does George say? Yeah.
Certainly. But what message would that send to the feminists everywhere who pretend they're independent thinkers and men don't make decisions for them? They can talk it and I can walk it.
Here's a few facts to put Conway's actions in context. George T. Conway III's conservative credibility in Washington is solid. In the 90s, he worked with Paula Jones in her lawsuit against President Bill Clinton. He was also a player in Clinton's impeachment case. He's been on the short list of many high-profile legal posts, including Assistant Attorney General under President Trump. Conway ultimately took his name out of the running for the position, due to Trump's tweets criticizing the Department of Justice and then Attorney General Jeff Sessions, a fact Trump disputes. Most recently, Conway helped launch Checks and Balances, a group of conservative lawyers seeking to preserve the, quote, rule of law. When it comes to the effects political differences have on his marriage, Conway is open.
I don't think she likes it, but I told her I don't like, the administration. So it's even, it's one of these things. I mean, if I had a nickel for everybody in Washington who disagreed with their spouse about something that happens in this town, I wouldn't be on this podcast. I'd be probably on a beach somewhere.